Hey everyone,
Hey.
Happy Friday. It's the first Friday in March. It's already March 2019. Can you believe that?
It's hard to believe.
It's crazy. Time is just flying by. Well, welcome to another episode of Coffee and Culture at DSI. We have not done these in so long that I have hair on my head this time. I've been bald for so long, but I finally have some hair in my head. And let's face it, Ray Shackow has been telling me every single day we need to do these videos again. So I'm finally getting off my butt and doing the videos that I actually love doing and sitting down with our employees, because we have some fantastic employees here. So this time I get to sit down with Kathryn Lerch. I think so highly of her. She does a fantastic job for us here at DSI. She's on my HR team here, but she's done a lot of different things here at DSI. And she's been here for 6 years this month. So I'm anxious for you guys to get to know Kathryn a little bit. So why don't we start out just by having Kathryn tell us a little bit about what you do here at DSI.
Okay, I do a lot of different things here. I think that's what makes my job so interesting, is every day I come into work and it's a little bit different. I work with all the different employees throughout the company. I do a lot of the onboarding training when somebody gets started here. They spend their first couple of weeks in my office with me, and then
Then they graduate.
Then they graduate, and then I still continue doing the training track with them, and then I'm also doing a lot of stuff with our systems. So we have a huge database of clients that we manage, and there's all these different automated processes that we can do with that database. And so I work closely with our vendors, making sure that we're using the systems as the most efficient way possible, and then also making sure that all of our employees know about the different ways to do things and the best way to do things. I'm constantly evaluating our processes, making sure that we're working smarter and not harder. Just, you know, there's so many things that we do for our clients. We don't need to be stuck just pushing paper and doing data entry. There's a lot of technology. There's a lot of technology available in the insurance industry, and that's also really interesting to me. I love vetting new systems and figuring out if this is going to work for us. Is this going to make us be able to service our clients better, be more available to them? Because, you know, the bottom line is we need to be communicating with our clients, not trying to figure out how to do things on the computer.
Yeah. And I know that one of Kathryn's favorite things to do is to participate in the Applied Client Network. So your chapter meetings, your conferences you get to go to. Yeah,
that's a users group that gets together. We get together every quarter to have a chapter meeting, and it's educational sessions. And it's just an opportunity for me to learn more about the systems that we're on, network with other users who work in other agencies, find out how they do things. And it's brought a lot of value to our company, just in me being able to find out different things that we can do.
Yeah. So you've had a career path here at DSI, and I think typically when people think about working for an insurance agency, if they've never done it before, they think, well, I guess the only thing I'm ever going to be able to do is become an insurance agent, and not everybody wants to do that. So why don't you talk about what your career progression here at DSI has been over the past 6 years?
Sure. I came to DSI as a licensed customer service representative, and started working as a CSR and an account manager on the house book with the team, and you know, worked with all of our clients and really enjoyed those client relationships. And during that time, I also got my 220 license, so now I'm a licensed agent. And I did the client work for about 3 years, so in the personal lines department. So I wrote home and auto insurance and flood and umbrellas, and you know, I'm familiar with all of those different products. And I also worked a little bit on the commercial side at a previous agency before I came here. But you know, there was just, our agency has been growing so much over the last few years.
Yeah, definitely has.
And I am very process oriented to begin with, and
No,
I
I don't know about that.
I love the processes, so we saw an opportunity for us to streamline things, make people better able to do their jobs by not working as hard, reevaluating all of those things. And so I moved into the training and development type realm, and that's when I started training and developing the processes, learning about the different systems that we use, and looking for better ways to do things. And now, instead of working with external clients, my clients are the internal employees here at DSI. And I love working with the employees here.
Yeah. So when we did this, it was, what, 2.5, 3 years ago that we transitioned you?
Yeah, about that.
Kathryn, for a while, was doing a dual role of still being an account manager on the Personal Lines House team, and I was utilizing her for training for new Personal Lines employees who were coming aboard. I'm sure that was tough to do both of that at the same time. So then we needed her to do that full-time within the organization. And here at DSI, you have the opportunity to do really whatever you want from a career standpoint. We ask people about what their interests are, and we're the type of organization that you have the opportunity to develop your own career and position here, and that's exactly what Kathryn did. And so I think that she's a great example of someone who is interested in insurance but doesn't necessarily want to take that insurance agent route.
Right.
So,
yeah, there's a lot of different positions available in the insurance industry. And, I mentioned technology. Technology is huge in insurance right now. And what our job here at DSI is to educate our clients on the value of having an agent, but we also have to keep up with the times and keep up with the insurance technology so that they don't feel like they're taking a step back by having to work with us. They're able to still access things online and get things through their email and, work with us the way they want to work with us.
Yeah. So being here for 6 years, how would you describe the evolution of the culture here at DSI?
When I started here, I liked the company immediately. I think that our 3 owners are great guys. They're down to earth. They really care about their employees. They have families of their own. They understand that all their employees have families, and so it's always been a very family-oriented atmosphere, and it's always been pushed and made clear that it's important that employees have a life outside of work. But when Jamie came along, probably 3, coming up on 4 years ago, we just got these other programs developed. We had an official HR person finally. And Rich did a great job with HR before, but I think Jamie's been able to implement some things that we never really had time for before.
Yeah.
But just the hiring process, the people that we're hiring now are amazing. We've made some amazing hires in the last 3 years. And I think that just the idea that we want to have a good culture here and that it's talked about and it's shown to us through different programs. We have an employee recognition program every month where employees are encouraged to write thank you notes to each other, and then we draw one at the end of the month, and that person who received the thank you note that got drawn gets a $25 gift card.
Yeah, and with that, it's awesome to walk around the office and see those thank you notes that people have written for each other up in people's cubes and offices on the walls and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this has never been just a job. It's never been a place that I have to go and clock in and clock out and can't wait till lunchtime, can't wait until it's time to leave. I've just always enjoyed working here, and it's been the people over the years. It's just been mostly great people that I've worked with.
Yeah. So you're heavily involved in the hiring process with me, obviously the onboarding process, but we spent a lot of time last year, you specifically, figuring out how to train our employees better, but also evaluate them better with our 30, 60, 90 review redesign. So For someone who's interested in working here at DSI and going through our interview process, what are you looking for? What do you think that it takes to be successful here at DSI, regardless of the position that someone is in?
I think it takes a lot of things to be successful here. I think that one of the most important things is that the person wants to work here. When we're interviewing with somebody, we want somebody who's not just really wanting to get a job, but wanting to work here. Because we value our culture so much that we're very protective over who we bring into the company.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that it's a good fit for our company. And then once the person's in the position, we want to see them, working hard every day. And what I mean by that is when you come into DSI to work, you should be giving us 100%. We don't want you to work extra hours. We're never going to ask you to work overtime or on weekends unless you want to. But when you're here, we want you fully present and fully engaged in the training process. And just having an attitude of learning, wanting to, and being teachable. So we want somebody to come in and they, whether they have experience or not, everybody has something to learn. And so give us a chance to train you and teach you in the ways that we do insurance, even if you may have an idea of how to do insurance from previous jobs, and give us that opportunity because we have a very specific way. We're very client focused. We're very particular about the way we do things. So just give us a chance to teach that to you, and you should do well.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Kathryn, well, tell us something personal about yourself. So you're a foodie.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite food? You and your husband are constantly eating at different restaurants, and you love food. You love good food. So what's your favorite food?
That's tough. I have so many different kinds of foods that I like. It really just depends on the mood I'm in. I like foods from all kinds of different cultures. I don't think I have a favorite food.
Okay.
But the qualities of food that I'm usually looking for is that they're nutritious and wholesome, and I'm really into health and nutrition, and so I want to enjoy food, but I want it to also be nourishing for my body as well.
All right, so what's your favorite, when you know that you need something that's not good for you, what is your go-to?
I definitely like Italian food, pasta, all those rich and creamy sauces. Bread is great. Desserts. I mean, I have a whole list of things that I could name that I just don't eat on a regular basis because they don't make me feel good all the time. Yeah. But I definitely enjoy indulgences for sure.
All right. Well, it was such a pleasure having you sit down and for these guys to get to know you a little bit. I love working with you, so thank you for all that you do for us here at DSI. For all of you, if you guys are interested in learning more about what it's like to work here at DSI, or if you're curious about the positions that we're hiring for, which right now I am hiring for a couple of personal lines CSR positions, also our commercial department as well. But you can check out our DSI website and click on our career page where we have all of our positions posted. If you don't see a position there that you're interested in, you can fill out our general application online so that you're in our system, and we can keep you in mind as we have new positions come open. So everybody have a fantastic Friday and an awesome weekend, and thank you guys very much.
Bye. Thanks for watching.